Salve.
Buongiorno.
Oh, it's
Grazie.
cute. We should do that more often.
We should. We should
I
start
enjoy
doing
that.
stuff in the languages and where we're going.
We'll do that from now on. That's
think so.
something we could do.
Because
So,
we are in Italia.
we are. The Temple of Speed is back, which I more or less remember as the land of gravel.
Yes, lots of
I'm
gravel.
not sure that's when you use this.
Monza.
Yes.
Ferrari.
Sure. But I was going to say just pizza. That's just sort of how you say it.
See, mine feels more, yours is like
I'm
pizza.
I'm a foodie. I'm not that local.
That's not what I was. I'll be honest, I wasn't actually mimicking you. I was doing it to sound
I don't care. Get on with it. What have we learnt?
Well, we've learned that I can anger you very easily. Secondly, we've learned that Ferrari look quick.
Ferrari look quick. The Williams look promising.
Hey, listen. Hey.
P3 and P7 both in FP1 and FP2.
I'm telling
I'm
you.
putting Carlos on the podium this weekend.
Hey, listen. That the result for FP1, Lewis, Charles, Sainz. I'll
Come
tell you
on.
something. If
Come
that was
on.
the podium on Sunday, let's all be real. It would be the best thing that's ever happened.
I'd take Monday off work.
It would be the
I am taking Monday off work.
Because you know what it is? It's because even though Sainz is Williams, the Italians have grown to love Carlos
They
Sainz.
have.
And Sainz has
Well, he's
grown
been a
to love
Ferrari
them.
boy for
That's what I'm
years.
trying to say. So I'm like, if they saw
Come on.
the two Ferraris and then basically the third Ferrari,
Please
that
let it
would be
happen.
everything. So I really hope that happens. But McLarens live, so...
McLarens have been doing well. Although
So-
we've only seen Oscar in one practice session today, so...
Yeah, he's building up his confidence in the car and that kind of thing. And that makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
But I think the Ferraris are looking good. I think McLaren will look quick. I think Verstappen will look quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think of the Mercedes?
Well, George couldn't finish FP1,
No.
and Antonelli made it 3 laps into FP2 before he repeated last year.
Yeah, he likes to spin out that one,
He
doesn't he?
really likes that gravel.
He just needs a clean weekend.
All I said last week was, can you just have a good weekend? And we haven't even made it out of the practice sessions.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, please, Kimmy, it's your home race.
Exactly. Poor Kimmy.
Was it Imola where all the problems started for him?
Yeah.
Right, maybe this is closing the book then.
Yeah.
So I'm calling it, this is going to be his last bad weekend.
Yeah. I don't think, you know what? I think he'll come back tomorrow and he'll be like, right, okay, I've had a look at stuff. Let's just see. And he's going to have I think it's from now, weekend clean.
I hope so.
I think from now, his weekend will be clean.
hope so.
That's my prediction.
Because that was a problem last year, is he was only obviously in as an F2 driver in FP1, and he only managed to do a couple of laps before he spun the car out, and that was all we saw of him.
For sure. He didn't even finish the push lap. He did 2 sectors and then spun out.
I forgot it was that bad.
Yeah, he did 2 sectors. Everyone was like, that was quick. And then I was like, right.
That's a problem.
But everyone was like, okay, so he's a quick guy.
So
okay.
we've just come full circle.
Yes, we have.
So that's going to be your last one, Kimmy,
That's the last one.
and we're not going to let it happen again.
The curse is done. You've broken the
Perfect.
curse. It's like Freaky Friday. You've done a year in that person's shoes, and now you'll come back.
And now you're just going to be normal Kimmy.
Exactly.
Normal Kimmy.
Yeah, Williams look quick. Everyone's looking good. The midfield looks topsy turvy.
It's very bizarre.
FP1, what are they called? The Aston Martins were quick, and then in FP2 it was actually like the Saubers looking quite good.
I forgot about the Saubers being amazing.
They were, I think Hulkenberg was 6th or something ridiculous, or 8th or something. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Apologies. It's shaping up to be a very exciting weekend.
For sure.
More chaos.
More chaos. I just
You know
want,
how much I love chaos.
yeah, I think with the weather being predictable,
Come on, no more rain.
because but they're not letting you race in the rain, so what's the point?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think because everything's looking quite predictable in terms of weather, I just want a nice clean weekend. Just show me who's fastest. Show me who's fastest, and let's see what happens. But that gravel is punishing. Everyone was spinning out a lot in FP2.
We've had a lot of red flags, haven't we, from it all?
Yeah. So
I think everyone's touched the gravel, actually.
I think so. I think so. All top
yeah.
drivers as well. I think they've been like, oh, that's weird.
That's there.
Okay. So with 5-place grid penalty in play,
For Lewis.
where is he going to end up qualifying wise? What's your place your bets?
I really feel like this weekend he had the potential to get P2, P3, based on what I've seen from the first 2 sessions. I think he'll still be in the top 10.
I think so too.
I think he'll qualify high enough so that his grid drop won't knock him out of the top 10.
Okay.
But where, I am not sure.
That was my question.
Yeah. Top 10. Somewhere between P5 and P10. Let's go P7.
I'm saying 8th.
Okay.
I'm going to say a P8 because if he qualifies P8, quite frankly, that's actually quite good. Because everyone's like, oh, so you qualified well, technically. And everyone's like, yeah, he actually did quite well there. So
I think my thing is as well, though, is that Max always pulls something out the bag 9 times out of 10. We haven't really seen where Oscar's on his true form. Lando's looking quick. And Charles always gets really emotional when it's something involved with either Monaco or Monza.
Yeah, I mean, he
always manages to pull something out the bag. So
For sure.
there's a lot of competition for those top 4 places.
For sure.
But I think Lewis can do it. And I think if he were going to do it, this would be the place.
Exactly. And, we've got to remember, Charles won from 4th place last year. Yes, it's because he was able to sort out the one-stop strategy, and that was great.
Yeah.
I reckon a lot of people will do a one-stop strategy this year. Who likes a one-stop race? No one does. But
I did for the Hasses last weekend.
No, it's fine when someone does it.
Yeah.
It's not fine when everyone does it.
Yeah.
Because when everybody does it, it's kind of like, all right. But at least when there's 2 stops, there's more opportunities for things to be done. And it's kind of why, because of course they've been discussing the changes that could be made to F1 races, right? Like, are they too long? And should we do reverse grid? And blah, blah, blah. And
this too long foolishness, by the way, which I'm going to properly come back to, is ridiculous. Go on.
well, many people would agree.
Just spend less time watching TikTok.
No, I know.
Your attention span will grow, I promise.
I know.
She says as she puts up a short because it's the only thing you get views on.
But yeah, when Alonso was talking about how he'd want to bring back refueling, because with refueling,
to be fair,
not only does it add time to the pit stop, but also it's then about how much fuel do you want to put in the car, because that dictates when you come in and how many times you've got to come in, as well as the tire. So it adds that extra level of that. But of course, we've all seen videos of things catching fire. So maybe
just make non-flammable fuel.
I don't know what
someone scientific can sort that out.
In an internal combustion engine.
I didn't say it was going to be easy. I'm just saying that if they can literally send people to space, why can't they make it?
Because that fuel was flammable.
Or make it so it's not flammable. I've solved the problem.
You've solved the problem. You send people to space with fuel that can't catch fire.
Or just make it so that I don't know, but I like the idea. I get the health and safety, but I like the idea.
Yeah, so it adds something to it. So that's why if it's a one-stop race, I don't know. I don't care. But what I care about is overtakes. If with this track, if people can make the overtakes, if it could really be about, there's a lot of straight line speed, the DRS zones are long, everything like that. So if it really makes that difference, then by all means. And
I swear to anything in the universe, if those stewards get in the way of overtaking this weekend... Do you remember back in the day when the drivers used to get out of the car and pale one another when they'd ruin each other's race? That's going to be me and the stewards.
Yeah. There was a lot of drama back in the day.
I miss the drama.
In the 90s and early noughties? Drama.
Just give me the drama.
But it's not really a thing now.
No.
People just...
Everyone's so civilised.
Good. Role models, sport, blah, blah, blah. But,
no.
Yeah. So let's hope that... for the race, it is really good. But in terms of qualifying, do we think Charles will get pole?
I don't like to say, because usually I'm wrong on these things, but I don't see why there would be a reason he couldn't.
I mean, I do. And there are 2 cars that are McLaren.
Well, yes.
Those would be a reason why he couldn't.
But there's something that drives him when he gets to these places, although it didn't work in Monaco this year.
He got P2.
It wasn't P1.
It's because the McLaren car is insane.
We'll see. I don't know. It's very hard to call.
I think that as long as the Ferrari team don't touch the car too much, if there's actually some issues and they need to make some tweaks, then make them, but nothing drastic.
You're asking Ferrari to do something to the way that you actually should do it. That's not going to work.
No, of course. But I really do hope that when Lewis says, guys, we're just going to do a little tweak, but we're not really touching the car, because it actually seems quite good. So that's all we're going to do. We're going to do not much. I've driven the track many times. I've won here 5 times. I know stuff. Let me just little tweak, and that's it. As long as I do that, I reckon if it was a regular weekend, the top 4 would just be made of McLarens and Ferraris.
It's certainly possible.
Do I think Charles will get pole? I think he'll get P2. I think.
You think it's going to be a McLaren sandwich? Charles in the middle?
So. I think so. And then Verstappen P4.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Do I think it's going to be Oscar or Orlando? I don't know. We've not seen anything of Oscar yet, so we can't.
That's the thing.
Can't
But
really judge.
I feel like based on his, his historic performances, he's probably going to be P1. He's not someone I'll be taking out of my fantasy teams, let's put it that way.
Yeah, like I did last week.
Idiot.
Like an idiot.
Oh, speaking of which, just to completely go off on one here, I was this close last weekend to using my Limitless.
Oh.
And I was
get all the top team drivers.
And I was going to... Can you imagine if I did?
Yeah.
I'm now scared to use it. I don't know where I'm going to put it in.
Yeah.
I am terrified.
Well, especially these days, because you just never know what can happen. Double DNF for Ferrari and then DNF for McLaren. Like, what kind of world is this? You know what I mean?
Well, I like the excitement that brings with the not knowing as well.
Oh, no, exactly. So, yeah, I'm not sure who'll get pole, but I think now, and especially this race, it's not like the other weeks when McLaren have been half a second or 8/10 in front of everybody. I want it like, it's been less than a tenth.
Yeah.
So it really is about someone took one corner better than the other person, and that's all it was.
Yeah. We shall see.
Some potential penalties, possibly. Oscar Piastri could be a one-place grid penalty, could be a fine. We'll see with that release after the red flag. Is it Bortoletto as well?
Yes, I think so.
Stopping. It's another infringement.
There was an overtake, wasn't there, on a yellow flag, which Charles was graciously not awarded.
Which is right.
Yes.
It's correct too. But Bortoletto, I think it was Bortoletto.
I'm pretty sure it was Bortoletto.
Yeah, he had time and he just overtook. So we'll see what happens with that, if that really means anything for the race. We'll see, but not bad. All right, qualifying. Ferraris look quick, so I'm praying with all of Italy.
That's all you can do. You'll have to get one of those shrines where they put them on the biblical figures.
Yeah, for sure.
Holding like a goat or something. I'll get you one for Christmas.
Exactly, so I can
put it up on the mantelpiece.
Do my prayers, and then hopefully that will...
Christmas decoration ornaments.
Yes.
That's what we'll do.
Let's see what's that, Deborah. Shall we do a little bit of news chat?
We could do some news chat.
A little bit of a couple of things that's gone on. Chat. We were excited to see what Daniel Ricciardo's announcement was.
Announcement.
And now he's going to be an ambassador for Ford Racing. And he was in a pickup truck, I think. And apparently that's it.
What I like is that just after that, Gunther Steiner decided that I'm going to do my own announcement. I'm buying a MotoGP team.
Now that's an announcement.
That's an announcement. We're going now.
Yes, if you're going to do racing, buy a team because you have the money and do something. But no, he's an ambassador for Ford Racing, which...
Good for him.
I mean, listen...
But it just felt like it was a build-up and everyone was going to be like, oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah,
and then it was like... Oh.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, he did say very publicly that his racing days are behind him.
So don't then...
I know. Because I was like, what does this mean? What does it mean?
We all were.
But, hey, if he doesn't want to do any racing anymore, he's earned a lot of money in his time. He has, they'll buy a ranch in Australia or something and just live on there. And
I think, like, 2 announcements that I would have accepted more were that he was either guest starring as a Wiggle.
Right.
Or entering American Championship.
Oh, just a different kind of driving thing. Yeah, exactly. Like, if it was something like that, sure. But, hey.
This one's a bit flat. Landed, not landed how I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
But if you are considering joining the Wiggles, I would be down for that.
Yeah, we'd watch that.
We've got a nice little exciting livery change for this weekend, which we can't do. What's our segment called?
Rap battle,
because I haven't prepared it. So we'll do that on Sunday.
Right.
As part of our segment, we can judge where we're going to put it. But I think it's going to go quite high for me. It's a very nice livery.
Listen, Ferrari.
You can keep that one.
Ferrari, you gave us a livery. It should just be a change.
That should just be it.
Like, whatever you did, you know when we say don't touch the car? Don't touch it. Leave it exactly how it is. That Ferrari looks gorgeous.
I want that one in Lego.
100%.
I want that on the wall.
So it's obviously the Niki Lauda tribute.
Yeah.
It just looks amazing.
It's very nice.
The blue tops, no one cares for.
No one cares for the blue tops.
No one cares for the blue tops, but because
HPF1 team.
Yeah, hey, Scuderia Ferrari HP or something like that, right?
Scuderia HP team.
Who cares about the Ferrari part, right? No one even looks at that bit. But I very much like the livery. I think in terms of rap battle, if I'm completely honest,
it's going to be at the top, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not. I don't think anyone's
even with
going
the
to have
Suzuka
topped it,
stuff,
which was beautiful.
Yeah,
but
Suzuka
for me,
had some brilliant.
This is
liveries,
exquisite.
But I think because this is just so subtle and it's so classic, and I think it's great.
It's just wonderful. It's
nice.
just wonderful.
I think it's good.
Speaking of Scuderia HP F1 team,
yeah,
we have. I don't know if we mentioned this last week, or we may have done already, but with every F1 team now having a title sponsor,
yes,
and Cadillac coming to the grid next year, I read it somewhere. This is not my own material, but it is so good I can't not mention it. Can Checo Perez please bring Kit Kat so it's Kit Kat Cadillac?
I'm telling you, Kit Kat Cadillac.
Kit Kat Cadillac will be my. I'm saying it.
Did you say? Could you imagine Crofty saying that?
Kit Kat Cadillac. It's just wonderful. It's the best one.
Yeah, that's yeah, that has to happen.
I'm here for Kit Kat.
I love
Cadillac.
that. That's a nice little nugget.
Yeah,
that's fab. Yeah, Cadillac.
Kit Kat Cadillac.
Sergio brings the money. Come on now, he's got the sponsors.
He brings Mexico.
He brings a country.
Let him have Kit Kat. Kit Kat, please. We beg.
That would be so good.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, this whole thing about the races and how, I don't know what his name is, but he seems important in F1, talking about, things could indeed be shorter.
Younger generations haven't got the attention span. I'm like, that's brilliant, but I have.
And I think, look, there are obviously races where you're like, we don't need all of this time.
Yeah, but you address that then. Why? Because last week would not have been as good as it was if you'd have had a shorter race.
I agree.
You need time for the nonsense to unfold. If nonsense isn't unfolding, you need to address why.
That's
you need
fair.
to address the track. It's like Monaco's now been extended to 2035. Why?
Exactly. No one's excited about that.
About 4 people who have been watching it for 75 years care about it.
And I think, you know what it is, when it comes to Monaco, I think I saw someone say this somewhere, and it probably is true, is Monaco is where you schmooze all the people who basically finance F1. Right? So,
it's
that's
the
where
AGM.
it looks. It's the AGM. It is literally the... That's funny. It's literally the AGM of F1, where it's the flashiest. It's got the old school money feel, because like Vegas is flashy, but that's new money. New money's trash. We want old money, European money, and that's what Monaco is. So they call it the Principality. They call it the Jewel, but it's like in terms of racing in these massive boats that they've got to drive around the track, it actually isn't all that exciting.
No.
So that's the only reason why they would do it for 10 years, or maybe. It's because they're like, no, we're going to do what we can to maybe change the track to make it better. They need
to. Because that is the one that I don't care about. That is the one that I go into to the kitchen.
Exactly. So that one could be half the length and we could all be fine.
Sack it off.
Make it a sprint race or because something. We actually don't need
Make
it.
them all drive in reverse. Actually need to use their mirrors.
Well, yes. Yeah, exactly. Right. So that I understand. But in other races, you need time for things to happen. You need time for the strategies to happen. You need time for...
That's the thing. You're taking away all the strategy.
Exactly. So... every race can't be a sprint race.
No.
There are some people have said, should we have more sprint races? And I'm like, I could see them doubling the sprint races or adding a few more. Curran Chadlock, I think he was talking about, he was like, no, 6 is enough. Because on a sprint weekend, every day is important, right? You've got sprint qualifying on the Friday, you've got the sprint race and qualifying on the Saturday, and you've got the race on Sunday. So it's a big commitment. And I'm like, yeah, but I could, and he's like 6 is enough for me, and I was like, no, I can see 10.
See, I think my thing is I would be with you. But one of the reasons I don't like sprint weekends, I do like the idea. I like having the format of them. I like the formality. I like the excitement that it brings for those weekends.
Yeah.
However, it annoys me when on a Friday I can't watch sprint quali because I'm at work.
Well, no, yes, exactly. I think
That's
the
a
point.
bigger problem for people that work weekends, I understand. But for the convenience of myself, because I'm selfish, I don't want to miss so many sprint qualies.
I get what you're saying. I do.
Like on a Friday.
Yeah,
So I get the, like, if you double them, make every weekend, you'd always have something going on. Yeah, fine, people would be intrigued, because there's just times where it's like, you know, during FP1, FP2, nothing's happening, so you run to the loo or you make a cup of coffee. Fernando Alonso said that when he's watching a 90-minute football match, he'll pop to the kitchen. But yes, because it's why I hate the cinema. I can't sit there and do nothing for the entire 2 hours. I get very fidgety, very annoyed.
Yeah.
But I'm not expecting myself to sit down and watch the full race without blinking. It's not what I do. But I don't think the answer is making the races shorter or introducing a sprint weekend every weekend. I think the sprint weekends will then lose the speciality that they have for the people that enjoy them by making them too frequent. And I also think that you are then ruining the ability to actually practice properly.
I do get what you mean in terms of
for an upgrade, especially when you've got the rookies that come up and have never driven these tracks before. Giving them an hour to drive around before you're like, right, now go qualify is a little bit unfair.
True.
And then you are favouring the older ones, and I don't think that's necessarily the answer.
Again, very true. Good point.
So I don't know how you solve this problem, but that's not it.
Yeah, I in terms of the attention span of viewers, I don't think that's a problem. I think many sports, whatever it is, games, matches, whatever, are around the same time. Right? It's the same amount of time. But what matters is what happens in the actual race. Because if you're in a race and it's like how many overtakes happened, 4, then it's like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing as a sport? But if it's a thing where actually quite a few overtakes do happen, then it gives you something. There's something to play for, you know. Like the real changes is the tracks where hard to overtake. Sort those out.
Yeah.
Give every person a point. There needs to be points all the way down to 22 for next year. Give everyone a point. Give everyone something to play for. Right.
So the bottom is actually worth it. Yeah.
Those things I think are important, but until you start, because if you aren't into football, watching a whole football match is long. But then you get into it, and then it becomes easier. It's the same with every sport.
Well, I want to know as well is, are more people watching the highlights because of them not having the attention span, or have they actually got the research here that might suggest, because we'll watch it afterwards. After we've watched a race, we'll go back and watch the highlights. We want to watch the good bits. That's just what we do. That's
yeah.
So we're some of those viewers. I don't imagine we're the only ones. Also, if you've got a favourite idea that it's the younger generations who are favouring the highlights, is that because F1 is possibly not the most accessible sport? Because the only way we watch it in England is with Sky Sports, which is £30 a month. If you're a young person, we know people who are like in our karate club who are in their late teens, 17, 18. They like F1. They've not got £30 to be put into Sky Sports every month to be able to watch it. So are they watching the highlights on YouTube and on the F1 app because it's their only option to actually view the race?
Especially live, right? Because Channel 4 will put it on later, but
who watches actual TV?
But I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. I think F1 definitely has a problem.
There's an accessibility issue there, and I think that's got something to play here, not just the attention span.
It does, but I think but overall, in terms of the attention span debates, I think the problem isn't the length of the races, because actually
what's happening.
The races aren't that long. It's just all about what's happening on in the race.
I don't know what the answers are. Never going to know what the answers are. I'm here as a fan, not as someone to actually fix it. But fix it.
It is. It is what it is.
Sort the issue out and make it an issue that make it a solution I enjoy.
Yeah,
that's it. FP3 and quali tomorrow.
Let's see how they go.
Ciao.
Come on, Ferrari.